Welcome back, boys and girls. We're back for another episode today where we're going to be learning about expanding your choices. Because one thing I cannot stand is limitations. I don't know why they put limitations in the game other than to peeve me off. And I don't want to just go get a plugin to fix it. I want to fix it myself or write the plugin myself. I want to do it all myself. It's not about the end result, it's about the journey, it's about the learning. Boys and girls, that's what it's all about. And then, I mean, at some point I'd like to get an end result. I'd like to get some actual games. But anyway, let's get into the game here. Let's say I want to make an event. I go in here, show choices. That's it. I can make 6 bloody choices. Now, I can put choice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then put a next button, and then it gives me another set of choices, and I can do that. Let's say I have 100 choices. That's a lot of nesting of choices. Now I'm thinking, God, this, and then I'm going to change what I want to do. I'm going to change my gameplay. I am going to change everything based around my engine. I don't want to do that. I want to be in control. I want to be the god of my world. I don't want to be told no. So I got to figure out ways around. I got to figure out how to be the better. So I said, there's got to be a better way. And I asked our good friend, Mr. GPT, I don't know, Mr. AI. And he gave me some code and explained it to me what to do. So we'll show you the results of what we have here. As you can remember, we only get 6 choices by default. I already see how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think it remembers where I last clicked on. Oh, we had to fix that. But I was testing how long the choices could be. As you can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 choices. So, marvelous. And let's change it. I think that's the first song, but faster. So easy enough, right? But how, brown now, cow, something did we get more than 6 choices? Well, let me show you. So as you can see, there's a bit more going on in here than the last one. But it's going to be hard to see it in here. So we're going to bring it up in here. So, and there's going to be a bit of describing, because this one, I thought, oh, this is going to be simple enough, and I skipped right past it last night. Anyway, what we're doing here is we want it to give it a list. So we're going to create a variable called BGM list. This list will hold all these fields in it, which are names of OGG files in the audio folder. All right. Then construct an array of choices with an appropriate text. So fair choices. So we're creating choices. Okay. And choices is going to push the choices, and the choices will be a list of what we created up here. So it's going to take all the name fields here and create an entry in the choices field that comes up on the screen based on that. All right. This is a bit more complicated. That's how to make sure that we get the entire list, right? How do we do this? So the number 0 initializes the loop counter variable I to 0. This means that the loop will start iterating from the first element of the BGM list, which means it's gonna generate a list starting at battle 1. I changed this to 3 before to test, and we'll change it to 3 now to test, and it's going to start us off further up, actually 2. So it's going to start us off. So that should be battle 3 should be the first thing we would see in this list. Now, changing it here is not going to do anything. Derp. I got to change it in the actual production area. So we're going to change that to a 2 just to demonstrate. So let's go back to the beginning. We start it now, battle 3, because we have skipped the first 2 instead of starting at 0, right? Which is where we should have started at to get the whole thing. And we don't get them back. We're now at 18. I have a feeling that this could come in useful for something else I'm trying to do, but I'm not sure. I'm still a babe playing with matches over here. Maybe not matches. I don't think I'd get burnt. But still. Anyway, let's get back to dissecting this code, shall we? So, so as we see here, that does that thingy-majigger there. So that's what we're pushing us to a list. All right, so now explaining some more of that. I really don't need to understand it too much, but here's what each part of the for loop does. So I to 0, this initiates the loop counter variable I to 0. This is the starting point for the loop. I, BGM list length. This is the loop condition. It specifies that the loop will continue executing as long as the loop counter I is less than the length of the BGM list array. In other words, the loop will run until the loop counter ends. So it'll go through the whole thing because we know the list is 20 plus I, right? Or whatever it equals. It's going to do something in there. It's beyond me. I don't really need to understand it that much. I plus plus. This is the increment statement. It increments the loop counter I by 1 after each iteration of the loop. This ensures that the loop progresses through each element of the array 1 by 1. So, I mean, I understand enough that it needs to be there in order for us to see the whole thing. I think if it didn't, then we would probably have to like cycle through pages, and then you wouldn't get to choose anything because it's cycling through the pages. And I think I had that happen to me in one of the iterations of this code, where instead of putting it in the choices, it was putting it in the text chat, and then it was just cycling through, but you couldn't choose anything, right? So this could have something to do with that. Anyway, I'm not going to pretend like I understand that part fully. But so in summary, the number 0 in the for loop initialize sets the starting position point for the loop to iterate through the elements, which we understand enough that's where we're starting. If we don't start there, we're not going to get from the beginning of the list, which again, I said might come in useful for something else, but again, I don't know what I'm doing. All right. Now, the next part of the code we're looking at is a choice index. This is the game message set choices, and this is the variable we're pulling from. Right, because we've set that. We got choices. Yeah, I believe this is choices, and we're setting choices to 13 in here. And choices is already been set from this, which is the BGM list. We're going to take the choice that we picked. Okay, this is what's happening here. So set choices, choices 13. We're taking the result of our choices, and we're putting it in the variable 13. Then we're going to take, say BGM, we're going to play the name, because it's putting that in the index, on choice index, BGM list index, we're indexing the name that's saved in the variable 13, I believe, which then it says, okay, play whatever is in variable 13, and it looks for something that matches variable 13, in this case, the name of the song, Battle 1, Battle 2, Battle 3, right? I did this all last night, and I was very, very tired. Then I went to go lay down for a nap, and I slept till 5 in the morning. So that was a good 8 hours sleep, roughly. If it goes to tell you how tired I was when I was doing all this. Anyway, I believe we've gotten through the entire code. I hope it makes sense. If I'm wrong or mistaken, feel free to correct me, because I don't mind being corrected. Join the Discord, join the new Reddit if you feel like it. I don't know what I'm doing with the Reddit yet, but it's there. Yeah, you can comment here. I got the Twitch going on as well, so I might be doing some streaming today. I may be doing more game stuff on the streams. I might do this. I never know what I'm doing, so I'm a bit scatterbrained. If you can appreciate that, then we can be friends. All right. Have a good one. Ciao.